Back at you again with another video. Today, man, we're gonna finally, somebody reached out to me and gave me a solution for this and this at the same time. I just want to know what it looks like to get rid of the blinkers on both sides of the bike and also put the blinkers in the mirrors. Hell yeah. Alright guys, so the first thing we're gonna do, whoa. We can't start the video with all these bug marks. Let's fix that first. Now that is much better. Yes! Alright, so with this install that I'm about to do to the bike today, guys, I want to let you know, if you're not comfortable altering your turn signals, don't do the install. But the idea is to get rid of this, and I'm going to use a block off. Let's take these mirrors off first, and I'll show you what I mean. Real quick, fair warning, to do this mirror upgrade, turn signal, blah blah blah, I don't even know what to call this video, but to do this you will have to cut into your OEM turn signal wires. If you're not comfortable doing that, or if you don't even think it's a good idea, take it to a mechanic, have them do it for you, because man, this is just how I do it. I don't want you to mess up your bike. I might overlook something and you do it, or I might do something off camera and then you're working on your bike and you forget to do it on yours and it does not coming out right. So if you don't feel comfortable cutting in the wires or rewiring anything, take your bike to a mechanic, professional, and have them do it for you. All right, man, let me just take these mirrors off because one hand is getting tiresome. And then I'm gonna show you underneath the actual mirror, there is no hole to run the wire down the headlight to where this location is. But behind this turn signal, both turn signals actually, there's enough wire to run it up to get here, and then I'll run this wire down, and then once where they meet, I'll just solder it together, some shrink tape, and then before I shrink tape it, I'll have the wires touch, turn on the bike, make sure they work, so on and so forth. But the ultimate goal today, by the time this video is done, is going to be a hole right here, and then I'm going to have mirrors with turn signals. All right, so real quick, I hear a lot of people say, oh, when I'm riding, my mirror is vibrating, it gets blurry, then keep talking. I'm like, man, there's a solution to that. All you really need to do is put any type of foam here and then the mirror. If you notice, these mirrors, they don't have any foam. It's really metal to metal contact. So any vibration that the bike makes goes through those screws into the mirror, and then the mirror itself starts to vibrate the faster, or the more vibration the bike has. But if you put foam in between the mirror and the bike, the vibration is going to be in the foam, not the mirror. I learned this when I did the mirror upgrade on the Ninja 400 back in a couple of videos back. The mirrors, the Ninja 300 mirrors, the shorter mirrors, came with like this little rubber piece, and the OEM mirrors, I remember riding and only the brake and gas side would vibrate real bad. I was like, man, how come I can never, every time I ride, this mirror is always shakier than this mirror? I thought maybe the bolts were loose or too tight. None of that fixed it. Once I put the Ninja 300 mirrors and I put those little rubber pieces, both mirrors are perfectly still. No matter how fast, no matter how many RPMs the bike had, it was always perfect. So with these new mirrors I'm going to install today, I'm going to put not a rubber, I'm going to use, hopefully it comes with it. Let's open the package and see what's in the package. Thanks guys for saying it's fragile material in here. I appreciate that, I really do. I don't know, but whatever. These are the mirrors that I ordered. I will leave a link in the description below. These mirrors did come off of eBay, so if you don't see them on the link that I set up, the guy's store probably closed. Things like that do happen from time to time, especially when it comes to eBay. Let me pull these mirrors out and we're going to compare the length with these mirrors and the OEM mirrors. Hopefully they're the same length. I think they are. I could be wrong. It did say it was for my bike. Oh no, these look shorter. Let me grab the OEM mirrors. Damn, that is gonna look so dope. Oh, one more thing I wanna go over with you guys. These turn signals come in clear and smoked. I wanted to go with the smoke because this is the closest one that looks like the Honda CBR 1000RR or the Fireblade. The Fireblade has the turn signals in the mirror, and whenever I ride with those guys that have the Fireblade or the 1000RR, it looks so dope when I'm riding. And I look at my mirrors and I see these. Mind you, I say I look at my mirrors and see these. And I'm on the 650. All right, let me stop joking. Looking at this, yeah, this part is a lot shorter than this part. But if you look at the length of each mirror, they are close to the same length. Let me see if I can get a better angle. No, this is actually a bit shorter. So if it was here, it's a little bit shorter. I don't know if I'm gonna like these though. I do know that when you turn on the ignition, you get 3 dots. Instead of the yellow, it's actually blue. I think that's so dope. All right, this is much better. So when I install these mirrors, the goal is I want the wire to look like that. You know what I mean? Hey, real quick, I'm getting a lot of heat with the way I use my front stands. So a lot of people are saying that this part is supposed to face up. How? I have front fork sliders. If I'm doing this wrong, let me know. But I've been doing it like this for a long time, and it works for me. I could take the front wheel off. I think I did a video where I changed the rim, the front rim, and people were saying, or they was messaging me directly, that I'm using the front stand wrong. Yeah. All right, let's get back to the video. All right, so I'm gonna start on the clutch side to do this. Okay, so from the little bit of studying that I've seen as far as, I'm gonna lose this angle. I didn't wanna lose this angle, man. Death. Okay, but I'm gonna try to see how to take this off, and I'll show you guys how I take them off. And then once I take this little panel off, I'll have access to the wires to this and the bolt that's holding this in place. Once I take the bolt of this off, then I'll be able to do everything then. All right, guys. I must say, you're gonna have to take off a lot of parts, believe it or not. So inside of here, I had to take those 3 out. What I ended up using was a basic flathead or flat tip. Some people call it flat tips. Then I had to take off the one on the bottom right here. There's a screw here, and there's another screw here. If you look at the whole fairing, there's 2 screws. There's one screw that goes here on the fairing, and there's another one that goes here. This part, it clips on. There's a little hook on the inside. And then you're gonna take off this one, this one, this one, this one, and then the one on top. Don't forget these 2. And then all you have to do now is just pry it away from the bike. Now I have access to the turn signal, which is here. And if you look on the inside, there's a bolt, and I'm gonna use this clip and I'm gonna run the wire up. Okay, please don't break. I'm gonna run, this is the turn signal wire. I'm gonna run the turn signal wire this way, and I'm gonna pass it. There's a little hole. Let's see if I can show you my finger. There's a little hole here. I'm gonna run it up, and then I'm gonna run it this way, here, here, and then up to the mirror. All right, guys. So welcome back. So remember when I was telling you about that vibration thing when it comes to the mirrors, metal to metal contact? It's these pieces. Now I don't know a part number for these. I just know that when I ordered the Ninja 300 mirrors, the Kawasaki OEM 400 mirrors come with these already, but the 300 came with an extra set. So I said, you know, I'm not gonna throw them away. I'm gonna hang on to them. I never know. And guess what? They're gonna go onto these, and it's gonna reduce the vibration on the glass, so it doesn't do this while I'm riding. what this does is it minimizes the vibration. I don't have a part number, so I can't link these in this link. I can't link these in the description below, because when I ordered the M3 mirrors, I keep saying M3. When I ordered the Ninja 300 mirrors, these came with it. And I looked on their website and I don't see a part number specifically for these. All right, guys, so one more thing. I realized I'm not gonna cut into the frame, this front fairing at all. Just to replace this OEM front fairing right here, it's about $275. I was like, holy. If I make a hole there, the resale value is gonna plummet. I don't wanna do that. When I resell this bike, if I ever decide to, you know, if I wanna get another bike or a leader bike ever in the future, I wanna be able to put this fairing, I wanna put the bike back to OEM like it was when I bought the bike, not having the, oh, I got a hole here, or I cut some wires back there, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. No. We're not gonna go through that. Let me show you. I'm gonna mount this mirror onto the bike now. Okay, so real quick, just follow me for a second. I know it looks like crap right now, but when I'm done, it's gonna look dope. All right, so if you look at the wire, it's kind of like, it's extra, but the reason why is because I'm gonna put this top part on like that, and then this part is gonna lay the wire flat like this. And then up in this corner, I can get it to stay up there like that. And then the wire is going down, back behind here. If you look, here's the wire. I just tucked it behind the headlight, down. That's the easy part. But my concern is this is 3 wires and this is only 2 wires. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is off. When I put the blinkers on, it turns on, I believe. I won't know unless I try it. But if I have no lights in the front of the bike with the key in the ignition, that's fine. But I can just splice into this and not cut this at all, in case I ever want to put this back to OEM. I just don't like cutting wires, man. So here, let me do this. I'm gonna splice these wires into this side. All right, guys, so I know you're like, oh, you need a tripod, I know, I plan on getting one. It's just that if I'm gonna keep making these videos for parts that I'm installing on the bike, I can't really afford a tripod right now, but I'm gonna show you what I did. So the green wire goes to the white and the red wire goes to the solid orange. All right, so the bike is on. I'm gonna hit the turn signal. So the turn signal is on. If you look, I got the 3 little dots. If you look on this side, I got the turn signal on. And then if you look, I got the turn signal on. So it all works. But I'm gonna disconnect just a clip to that turn signal, and I'm gonna solder this shut. I'm not solder it, I'm sorry. I'm gonna use some tape. All right, one more thing. Somebody asked me, yo, why do you cut the wires like this? Why don't you cut them next to each other? Well, I don't never want them to ever ground out. So if you really think about it, if you cut the wire and you expose it down here and you expose the other section up top, they'll never touch. You'll never short out your bike or car or any electronic. I do that with my house. I do that with any electronic thing that I touch. If it has wires, I never expose the wires next to each other. Never, or anything like that. All right, cool. So now that I got that part done, I'm gonna take off this turn signal. I'm gonna disconnect this clip. I'm gonna put this here. I gotta expose some more wire. I'm gonna really wrap it around that, put a little bit of electrical tape, a couple of zip ties, hold that in place. I'm gonna close this side of the bike back up. I'm gonna show you what this side of the bike looks like, and whatever you do to this side, you just gotta do to the other side. I'm obviously not gonna record the other side because this is just gonna take way too long, but once I'm done, I'll show you what the overall bike looks like. All right, so before I close it all back up, I just want you to really get a good look at this. So the solid orange wire goes to red and the green wire goes to white. Just get a solid good look. All right, so now that you've seen how I had it ran for this part, let me just do it and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so I basically got it like this. So now I'm just gonna pull this over the whole thing like that. Damn, that looks clean. So no wires has been cut. If I need to sell the bike, I can just put all this back together. All I gotta do now is just take this turn signal off and put the fairing back on the bike. So let me take this turn signal off real quick, put the fairing back on the bike and show you what it looks like. By the way, guys, this is the Allen bolt that I was referring to earlier that you have to take off. All right, and then one more thing, there's gonna be a screw that has to come off for that clip to come out. So let me pop that screw off. I need 2 hands. All right, fair warning, some of you guys may not like how this looks. I understand, but for me, I think this is a lot nicer. Like if you look at just the front of the bike with that guy missing, here, it does look like a more uniform sport racing blah 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 bike. So I'm gonna do everything I did to this side, I'm gonna do to this side. And oh, so what I was trying to explain, so if you look at the wire, you see how it's pinched, but you don't see the wire anymore. Like you don't see it nowhere. That's what I was trying to say. And the wire's tucked behind here, and you don't see it at all in there. And it goes down into this area, and that's it in here. So there's a little block off plate that I saw on, I don't remember if it was eBay or Amazon, that actually goes in this hole. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna block this hole off, and it fits in here nice and snug. It's a little rubber piece that goes inside of there. Oh man, it looks amazing. I'm gonna put that here, and then that's gonna finish up the side of the bike up here. Yeah, so let me do the other side. Same thing to the other side, and I'll give you guys a better look of what the bike looks like. So if the bike is on, you're gonna have your headlights on or whatever, but no lights in the front. And then the moment you hit those turn signals, oh man, that thing look clean. And if you look on the inside, like I was telling you guys before, the light is not orange, it is blue. Instead of its 4 dots, it's only 3 dots. I like this look a whole lot more on this bike with the smoked out turn signals because it makes it look like the Fireblade. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.